Adobe Live. Howdy, partners. If you all happy almost Halloween, y'all. This is one of the most. Oh, Nick's audio's not on, so let me fix that. All right, Nick, go. Okay, Nick, you can do
Are
the
we
intro.
good
Go.
now?
You
Are
do
we
it.
good
Got
now?
it. Go for it.
Yay. Howdy, partners.
There we go.
Welcome to the corral.
Hello. So if you have never joined us before, it's almost Halloween. Things are a little bit different. Nick, what's happening? What is happening today on the stream, and why are we here doing this in
How
particular?
did we come up with this? We planned this for months. Can you tell? It's definitely something planned. No, we wanted to do something fun. It is the end of Max. We knew we were going to be doing somewhat of a recap for today, and it's getting close to Halloween. Only thing we had around, nice little cowboy hats. And we thought we'd do a creative corral for you guys. How about that?
That's it. So we're going to do the creative corral, and we are going to be looking at all the stuff that happened at Max. So today is the perfect intersection of the Max recap as well as our season finale for back to school, technically, kind of, as well as our Halloween Spooktacular, as well as the preview for our next season. So today is literally all of the things. It's a packed show. And Nick, if people haven't joined before, where are they? What are they watching? What's happening right now?
I have no idea. Maybe you're here today, new. I think that could be kind of cool. We're here every Friday at 2:30 p.m. Pacific time. And man, you've perked the perfect time because we are kicking off a whole new season next week.
Yes.
And it's called Off the Record. We're going to be doing some cool stuff. We're going to tell you a little bit more about it later. But today it's all about celebrating everything we saw at Max and really kind of talking about our favorites, right?
Yes. So we're going to be talking about all the features that came out, all of our favorites, all the favorite memories that we had, the favorite panels that we did for Adobe Creative Careers, as well as some of the things that you did this week. And as always, we do have an awesome Discord that is right over there. You can go discord.gg/ACC, and we will be using our classroom chat today. We are back in Discord. We are back in our regular zone. So right down here in the corner, right above Nick's head. Nick, can you just point up for me? Right there. So right there, you can go to the classroom chat and go ahead and hop in there. It's a voice channel. And in that voice channel, y'all can talk. And we are going to be bringing some of you on the show. If you'd like to share about your experience with Max, just let me know. Send me a DM here on Discord or put it in chat, and we'll bring you on and you can talk about your what you experienced at Max. We also had the Max challenge that happened. Nick, we're going to recap that, but what was the Max challenge that happened this week for Adobe Office Hours?
Yeah, we gave you guys a list of things to kind of complete, hopefully just to make your whole overall experience a little bit better. I think many of you kind of posted it on the Discord channel already, and here's a ton of great stuff to do. Hopefully you made some friends. You watched our sneaks conversation and commentary. That was a blast to do. Did you take some good notes? I think it'd be great to hear if anybody has something great worth sharing. That was a cool standout. We're going to spend a little time and talk about some of our memorable moments, the things that really stood out to us. So if you've got something, throw it in chat. We'd love to see what you guys have.
Yes, and we did say that we were going to be doing giveaways for some of the challenges if you did the challenge. And we are people of our words. So if you completed all of the checks for the Max challenge, we do have a prize for you.
Yes.
And favorite memory, laughs on brain dates when Tony Hammer broke the platform. What?
Ooh,
I missed that.
I
need to look up what that was, because
that.
that's awesome. And over here we have, let's see, this is Bliss, Golden Rose, Streams, Town Sessions, Banty, Draplin. Draplin was so much fun. Hair techniques, Fresco motion. Yes, Fresco motion is something really exciting as well. I'm super stoked about Fresco motion as well.
Yeah, for sure.
So Nick, do we want to get into our favorite moments, and then we can kind of just circle through, and then we can give away some prizes, because we do have
That'd be
prizes.
kinda cool.
Actually, let's start with
Yeah.
prizes. Let's show them what we
I love
have.
that. Let's do it.
Nick, what do we
What do we
have
got?
now? Finally, we've been teasing it forever. What do we finally have on our hands?
So yeah, we're dropping merch, y'all. We are coming out with a great can koozie
Swag.
with all of your favorite office hour sayings. And then we got this cool little notepad as well. These are custom for us. We are so excited about this. And it's got us thinking into all these other things we could start doing down the road for future stuff, correct?
Yep. Oh, yeah. And yes, these are giveaways that we have for you. We have a lot of them, so we're going to be doing a lot of giveaways. The disclaimer here with these, unfortunately, you do have to be in the continental US, which is really hard because we have a tough time shipping other places. But if you win a prize and you can't have it shipped to you, I'm sorry, we'll figure out something for you.
Yes.
And chat, Today, you are over here. So if you see me keep looking over this way, it's because I'm looking at you, because usually your home's over there, but today you're sitting over
Move
here.
things
So
around.
yes, if my face is doing weird stuff, no one's over there. You're all hanging out over here with me. So let's go ahead and hop in and talk about some of our favorite moments, Nick, and then we'll come back and do some super fun giveaways.
Oh, that'd be great. Let's take a look at it.
All right.
All right, let's start this. Let's start this corral. What do we got?
Hold on. We need to do that again. Let me cut away and then I'll come back in. All right, here we go.
Let's go take a look and see what this corral's all about. Let's go.
All right, we're here. We're back in the corral. I love the music that we have. You can't hear it, Nick,
Jessica.
but yeah, it's great. All right, so let's hop in here. Memorable moments from Adobe MAX week. What do we got, Nick? This is a great quote to start out with.
This kicked off everything, and I'm glad someone kind of put this on Twitter. Our vision of a limitless creativity for all was broken down into 3 goals, with the beginning of what they did day one, right? So they unveiled their new products. It unleashed creative potential, it enabled connected creativity, and empowered creative careers. And I think that's really what everything we saw kind of falls under these 3 pillars. And glad to see someone summed it up really kind of cool like that. This was on stage. So I love this idea.
Creative careers, that sounds familiar.
Yeah.
Adobe Creative Careers? Right here.
Maybe?
Yeah. I don't know. It sounds like y'all are in the right place. So hopping in, some more great quotes. This one is from Draplin, and this is from his session. And I think that he said it in the interview that I did with him as well. Understand it's okay to play. Some of the best work I do is when I'm just screwing around. Welcome to office hours. That's our mantra.
We have found our new tagline and slogan. I love it.
It's true.
It's so true though, man. That whole idea of once you're bored, that's when your creativity and your imagination really kicks in. So I think as well, if you're not finding a moment in your projects or things like this to actually play a little bit, you lose that kind of, I don't know, those little extra sparks kind of don't involve themselves in that creativity process. So I love that he said that. That was pretty cool.
Yep. And then our friend Brendan Stanton, who does Humans of New York, art isn't about the audience, really. Bring something new to the world. That should be your North Star. Bringing something new to the world, and that's what keeps pushing you and keeps you growing. Ooh.
Great wisdom there, right?
That's great wisdom.
I love that. And I think too, if you think about it, bring something new to the world. What does that mean? It means maybe not looking at trends so much. It means maybe being a little more curious and courageous with the art you're going to put out there. That's a big thing. I always struggle with that. So it's great to hear other people kind of putting it out there to make that like a challenge for all of us to do.
Yeah, and we talked about this in... Gosh, I've referenced it a few times in Sunday in the Park with George. There's that ending quote that says, anything you do, let it come from you, and then it will be new. And so I love the dynamic there of you focus on bringing something new into the world. But if it's your perspective, if it's something that you're saying, then it's going to be new because your perspective is individual to you. So it's really easy to generate new stuff. You can just tell the same story, but tell it with your words.
Love that one. That was great.
All right. Do we want to get in? Are we getting into actual things now?
I think so.
All right, let's go ahead and hop in and talk about actual things.
It's a hot mess here, but let's talk a little bit about this. This was a great one where they were showing Photoshop on the web. But, in most cases where I saw it, I think a lot of people were like, oh, what's the true value of this, or what's the use here that I think it can work? And I love that this one tweet from, I can't read it too well, but it's Mark, I can't see the last name there on there. Can you see that? It's a little blurry on my screen.
Bunny?
Yeah. Yeah, and he brought it out that the whole idea here is that how great this is for students, not having to rely on having the latest and greatest software on a machine that might be readily available to them. So imagine being able to go on to Photoshop without worrying about that, and the connectivity of fonts and everything, I'm sure, are all going to be there when this becomes bigger and bigger as they roll out this whole initiative. I couldn't be more happy because I think this solves a lot of problems for people who might not have the best of machines and all of the latest software ready to go. So,
yeah, and I think that the cool thing you just said there is now an option to turn on auto syncing for fonts. So if you're missing fonts that are Adobe fonts, it will just auto sync them across the platform now. And so it helps. It seems like all of the things that happened at Max this year helped creatives to be more creative and less technical. We don't have to think about the technical side as much. We get to just think and be creative, which is awesome because it allows us to create more things.
Yes, Totally agree.
All right, so with that, let's hop into Photoshop and show off a couple of the things that happened. And we're going to do a bit of demo today. We're not going to do a demo on everything because some of it's a little intensive and it will kill my computer if I'm streaming at the same time. But we are going to go ahead and show off some of the features. So let's hop in here over to my screen. I am in Photoshop, the latest Photoshop. And if you don't have it, let's do this first, Nick.
Ooh. Make sure everybody does.
Yeah. What if people don't have the latest version of Photoshop? Where can they go to get the latest version of Photoshop?
Maybe you haven't been in the Creative Cloud app in a while, but I mean, this is here for your convenience on everything. Your files, your libraries, your fonts, your applications, the mobile stuff, right? Everything's in there.
Yes.
So go in there, show them how to update them. You can either have it auto, or you could do it manually.
Yep, so you can do auto, and you can just come down here and you can click on updates, and it will show you what needs to get updated. Or you can come over here and you can click and go to preferences and turn on apps, and then auto update, and it will auto update everything for you. So you can do all those right there. If you want the latest versions, you can do that. And someone asked a question, will Photoshop for web be free to use, or does it require a paid subscription? I don't know the answer to that. It's
gotta be free.
I think that it's free because the use is for clients to be able to like do quick edits. So I think that maybe it's free, but I don't want to say that. One of our mods, which is just Wade, if you could look that up and confirm or deny that, that would be great. It's never just Wade. We have the Wade as our moderator. So
the Wade.
The thing that I do want to show in Photoshop on desktop is the new selection tools. So this is a bunch of fruits that, like, I've never seen this fruit. I don't know what this is, but it looks cool.
Which one?
This little like.
Is that a lychee? Is that a lychee?
Yeah.
Kinda.
It looks like Folks, a worm with teeth. It looks like the dune worm, like the dune worm.
I think it might be a lychee.
We're going to call it a dune worm.
All right, go for it, guys.
And we can come over here, and usually we would have our magic wand tool, right? And we would come over here, and we'd click and try to like get all the little pieces, and it would grab random crap. Or we would have to go in and get the quick selection tool, and we would like click and drag, and it would kind of get it, but then we'd have to go around the edge a little bit, and we'd get some extra. But now, no longer. Now we have the object selection tool. And the object selection tool is, one, amazing. Two, we're able to use right here within Photoshop, and you can hit click refresh to object find, and it will spin this, and it is finding all the objects in this document. Once it's done spinning, that means it's done, and watch this. I can hover over.
Stop.
And it's,
oh, by the way,
finding.
It is a mangosteen, thanks to Hamza. He just let us know that is a mangosteen.
Thank you. Thank you.
It's one of the amazing new superfruits that are showing up everywhere. Yes.
So it is literally just grabbing these. So let's say we're doing a composite, right? And I want to have this one.
Wow.
I'm just going to go ahead and click on it. And then I'm going to hold shift and I want the pomegranate here. Let's grab the mangosteen over here. And chat, you get to pick one more.
Pick another one.
Pick another one, chat. Any fruit on this. Let's grab the strawberry. Let's do that.
Let's see.
Yeah, and an apple. Why not? So we can have all those selected. And check this out. We can do a mask here. And it's mashed all of them out. It got a little bit wonky on the mangosteen because it had the white on it, I think.
Yes.
But it grabbed these and then boom, just masked them out. And like, this is a good mask. Look at how clean that mask is.
Oh my Lord.
Right?
I would love for, I think the next step is, you know, it's great that they've created that whole, well, it's not out yet, but it was part of Sneaks, but creating the original drop shadow from a sourced object. I can't wait for that to come into it, because when you do get rid of the natural drop shadow from an image like this, you want to add it back.
Yes, absolutely.
Right? So that's going to be an incredible little companion to this piece here as well.
Yes,
love that.
Man,
we got a great quote. This one, Katarina put from Amos Kennedy: "You are not the same person at the beginning and at the end of the project. That is why you don't like it. You learn in process. You transformed." That's pretty cool.
If you did not catch the Amos Kennedy AMA, when we post that, because I know it's recorded and I'm not sure where we're going to post it, but if you go listen, it is such a good.
Is it great?
Oh my gosh. It is fantastic. Look at these edges. Like, look at how clean this is.
This is great. Oh my goodness gracious.
Wow.
Ooh, that's a good one, Catherine. Don't make it perfect, make it now. Oh, that's a great quote.
That's a
Love that
great
one.
quote. Fantastic.
Dude, that's pretty amazing because like even just when I do clipping on my own with like the active select tool and everything, you really got to get in there and kind of like typically finesse. That might be just like the perfect image to do it from because of the way it's so isolated. But
Yes.
wow, that's impressive as well.
We also got something that took black and white and made it into color, right? Which was pretty crazy. And I'm going to see if I can grab a black and white photo real quick so we can show this because it's a really good...
Oh, yeah. I did one really quick. Let me see if I still have it here, dude. If you can't find anything, I had one or two that I found online this morning, and we did it in my class, and it was like, it's ridiculous how great that thing works.
I got one.
And I tried to find one that I thought it had some dark skies and it had no hint of color, right? And I think all you gotta do is make sure it's an RGB rather than grayscale.
All right, let's give this a shot. Here we go.
Let's take a look.
So we're gonna take a look at this photo, and the new feature that has come out is
I can't wait to see this.
Colorize. So watch this. Just watch. Filter. Neural filters.
Oh wow! And you know what's interesting? It's got that very mystique, smooth, old world vibe. So I can't wait to see what this does with the color.
Yes, this might mess up my computer a little bit. If the stream gets wonky, I'm gonna download the Smart Portrait because I also want to make him smile. Okay, so we're gonna turn on some happiness, and we're just gonna make him smile just a little bit.
Let's see what happens.
And
it takes a little while. Yeah.
The processing in the cloud, which means that the stream is probably going to suffer and not my computer, which is fine.
We'll be good. We'll be good. Elizabeth had a great one. If you're satisfied with your life, then you're not moving forward. You have to fail in order to succeed, for sure. Yeah, Dana had a great one. I loved hers as well. Wendy was a great McNaughton, I think was her name, yesterday.
Wendy McNaughton?
We had her on. Yeah, McNaughton. She was great. And I reached out to her as well, and I'm begging her to come talk to my class because I thought she was so great. She had such good wisdom yesterday during that. Oh my gosh.
We made him a little bit happier. So there's like the slight smile. Here's what it was originally.
Yeah. Look,
right?
Look at the eyes too. Everything.
Yep. Just a little bit extra.
Ooh.
So these are old. We have these. That's great.
Yes.
The one that we want to play with is the Colorize. And I'm just going to zoom out because literally I'm not going to do anything other than click this one button. Watch this. Colorize. Here we go. 3, 2.
Oh my God. All right. Let's see what happens.
It did a pretty good job.
It's a very powdery original. Like, you know what I mean? Everything looks powdery. If you find one that's like almost a black and white image from a more recent picture where it wasn't so much like an old photography, it's remarkably dead on. It's incredible.
And what's cool is,
but since PS for the web is in beta, so there's no definite pricing answer on that. Thanks, Wade.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Also, you can go through all of these different settings here that are already set for you. Let's try retro denim. See what this looks like.
That kind of looks like the circus filter right now.
Retro brown.
Interesting.
So yes, this is great for this is a great. I mean, the lips are a little hot. Lips are looking a little hot, which we could fix. But it's doing a great job at colorizing these. And we can output it as a new layer. So if I hit OK here, you can see now there's a completely new layer that's hanging out over it. And you could probably go in. Go ahead.
Let's see. I found a picture. I'm gonna Slack it to you. This is the one I did this morning in black and white. So take a look at that.
And chat, while we do that, again, today is
great.
Completely off the rails. Don't tell anyone, but Adobe,
no one's home.
Adobe's off today, and so it's just us. It's just us here hanging out.
Our parents are away. It's like we're throwing a Halloween party.
We're throwing a party and we're giving you prizes. Nick, do we want to do a giveaway? We have like 100 some people in here, and I feel like it's time to do a giveaway because we have a lot of people.
I'd love for a new name. If you're new, meaning you're watching us for the first time today.
Oh yeah.
Hop into chat. Let's
do that.
Give somebody a new one.
If you are new
and you're in the States, right?
Yep. If you're new and if you're in the States, definitely drop in chat right now. We'll be doing some giveaways. All right, I'm going to show this off real quick. And also, if you're new, Nick, while I do this, can you tell them about what this show is and why we're doing this?
If you've just joined us or you're new to us, we are here every 2:30 p.m. Pacific Friday. That is our time. Office Hours is starting a whole new season next week. We're going to be debunking all of the crazy myths that kind of hold you back as a designer. So join us again that time next week, same time.
So it's
watch this.
Pretty much busting myths for design.
Yeah.
Next week, we're talking about the myth that you shouldn't use more than 2 typefaces in a composition. We're going to show you how to use a whole bunch. And Nick, keep an eye on chat for those new people. Write down some names. We'll give away 5 giveaways. Why not? And I'm going to go ahead and colorize this. Here we go. I mean,
keep going.
It did a pretty good job.
But look at the grass.
Look at the grass.
And the truck itself and everything, it's pretty incredible. That's pretty sick. Unbelievable.
There we go. Oh, and you can adjust.
Look at this.
You can adjust here some of the there we go. This is gorgeous.
It's 2:30 p.m. Pacific time every Friday, guys. Make it on your calendar. Join us every week. We have so many new people.
You know what, Nick?
This is great.
You know what? I'm going to do this. I'm going to do this for all of you. You don't even have to put it on your calendar because I already put it on your calendar. What you need to do is go to this link that I'm about to put up on the screen. And this link will actually sync your calendar with our office hours calendar. And it will notify you every single time that we have a new episode. Our moderator, Wade and Link. Our moderator, Wade, is going to drop the link, and that link is right here, bit.ly/ohcal. bit.ly/ohcal. You can sync to our cal. And Nick, go ahead and pick out a couple people, and let's give them some swag.
How many do we got? Because I've got a few names here.
Let's do 5.
5? All right, we got Janice, Josie, Nicola. Hey, there's a good one. That's my official real name. Rosa and Betty. There's our 5.
All right, those are your 5.
All
so
new.
If Nick said your name and you are new, go ahead and send me a DM here on Behance. You can drop me a message in Discord. You can DM me on social media. Wherever you are, get a hold of me and I will get you some stuff.
Perfect.
Congratulations.
I'll put those names in there as well so everybody sees.
Y'all are winners.
Look at that.
All right, cool. Let's go ahead and hop in to some more stuff, and let's talk about some memorable moments. And Nick, this is an illustration that we pulled in that you thought was pretty interesting.
I thought this was so cool. This was such a cool little setup of like what it's like to be watching a conference as a one-person show. So you always got the best seat in the house. You're networking with your plants. You got a stretch break if you have a little mat somewhere. I thought this was really, really clever. This was posted on Twitter by the Adobe Creative Cloud, I believe. So very cool stuff to see here. You got your coffee mug ready to go. This is probably how everybody was, right? It's kind of got some truth to it, which is really awesome.
Oh, yes.
I thought that was great.
Janice says that you are DM and... Here, I'll do this. I'm gonna open some tabs here. Betty, Janice. All right, I opened you. I'll send you a message. Also, you can go to our Discord, which is right there, discord.gg/acc, and you can message me there as well. Or on social media, hoch.co, HOCHDOTCO. You can find me on social media. Nick, where are you on social media?
Longo Designs is on Instagram and Longo Designs Inc. on Twitter.
Sweet. And Wade's going to drop those links for us again. Thanks, Wade. So you can get a hold of us there. Cool. So this was a really great, I feel like this was my experience, was just like each little area had its own thing. And I think a lot of people kind of just lived at Max as if it was a conference, but in their homes.
Yeah. I love it. And then as the laundry just keeps kind of building and building over the 3 days too. It's kind of hilarious. But yeah, we were all in that same boat, so very cool to see someone taking the time.
I have so much laundry.
Yeah.
Okay, cool. So we talked about Colorize. I jumped ahead of myself. This is something that we're going to show. And this was my favorite, one of my favorite parts of Max was literally just like watching on Twitter is posted, people posted about Colorize and like photos of their parents.
So cool. Look at that. I mean, it's like a whole new life to it.
Magical.
What I can't get over too is like when you look at the shading even behind the guy's head, you know that's the back of like a car or wherever they're in, and it just like everything about it, how it chooses the colors, like that's a lot. It makes me think of what goes into the programming when they put this software out, you know?
Yeah, it's amazing. I need to find old pictures of my parents and stuff.
Yeah,
Oh, I'm not
I'm bringing
emotionally
so
prepared for this.
we have a bit of like a cousin reunion happening, so I'm bringing over. I've scanned a bunch of old images of our parents and family, and gonna do it to them live on my laptop. So I love that availability. That's pretty killer.
Yes. One
Very
of the
cool.
other memorable moments for me was scrolling through Twitter and seeing everyone's setups. If you
Yeah.
were a part of it, there were visual conversations this year that were integrated, and visual conversations allowed us to share our spaces. I showed a picture of mine that just had Chipotle bags all over it. I believe Nick posted one of his, and this is our friend Howard Penske's, who
Just
showed
perfect.
off.
Look at that.
It's
I just
gorgeous.
love that. It looks. It's. I bet that's exactly how it looks all the time. He didn't have to prep this,
No.
but I just love the
Yes.
look of it. And you got the dog just chilling out there waiting. Perfect setup there.
Yep. And speaking of Howard, Nick, there were some great things that came to XD. There was video integration coming to XD. There were some animations that were in there.
Yeah.
Lots of new features to help you spruce up the look. And if people are interested in learning more about XD, or let's just do this. If you're interested in learning more about XD, if you're learning more about Illustrator, Photoshop, where can they tune in, Nick?
Oh, creative challenges.
Creative Challenges.
Look at that. Oh, I just pulled that one out.
Yes,
That's
and
good. Pulled
Wade
that
will
one
drop
out of
that
the
link
hat.
again. Thank you, Wade. So the creative challenges happen every single day here on Behance, and the daily creative challenges are just that. Every single day, there's a new challenge, and we help you learn something new. Your next set of challenges are going to be with, drumroll please, me. So I'll be doing the Illustrator Daily Creative Challenge, not next week, but the week after. We are celebrating Aviation Month. And so November is Aviation Month, and we will be taking to the skies to celebrate some aviation, doing some type design, lots of badges, some cool texture stuff. So you can get all that information at behance.net/challenge/whatever program, Illustrator, Photoshop, XD. There are pages for all of those, and it's a great way to learn stuff. And a lot of people in chat, Rosa saying, I love XD. Tanya loves XD. Ruth had a great time at Max. Yes, we agree with all those sentiments.
We concur.
Okay, Nick, this one for me, like, made me giggle and sigh at the same time. This is a memorable moment for you. Nick put this in the presentation.
Wasn't this great?
I
Is
like
your kid
sighed and
texting
groaned
about
at the
Adobe
same
Max?
time.
This was great. LOL, loving our learning. SMDH, so many design hacks. This one's great too. WTF, where's the
Where's
file?
the file?
SOS, sessions on sessions. IDK, I did keynotes, and STFU, saw those fantastic updates.
Yes, that's what
pretty
these stand for.
So look at that. We've re-changed all of these incredible little abbreviations to be Mac-centric. I love it. Or Adobe-centric. Love it.
I think that I'm old now. What is SMDH? Chat, let me know what SMDH is, because I don't know what that abbreviation is. I know all the other ones, but
Smile. No. I have to take a look at that. Let's see. It's a good one.
Chat, let us know. Well, here's the deal. I'll give a prize. I'll give a prize to someone who lets us know
Shaking
what
my
that
damn
means.
head.
Okay, got it. Thank you. Nick, you get a prize. Congratulations.
Noel got it.
We'll get it to Noel. Noel, send me a message. We'll get you a prize. Thank you for helping us out with that.
It was clean, because I was going to read exactly what came up on the search results.
Okay, so this is Max Recap. There are great things happening at Max, but there are things that were announced at Max that are not out yet that are coming eventually. Nick, can you name any of those things?
Sneaks?
Not Sneaks.
In particular?
Sorry, not Sneaks. These are finished products that have yet to be released yet.
Oh, Spaces is really the cool one, correct?
Yes.
Canvas Spaces, yeah.
Yes.
This, I just signed up for the beta of it, so I'm hoping to get that, because again, even just this morning, in reviewing some stuff that my students are working on, I instantly imagined this whiteboard. Of having a virtual whiteboard, and how much easier not only it would be for me as the teacher, but how much more enjoyable it would be for the students if this was on screen rather than just JPEG, next JPEG, next JPEG. I love this idea of like virtual board.
Yes, and I told you during one of our sessions, I've got quite a bit of time to kind of play around with this. This is amazing. I can't wait. If you haven't already, you can apply for the beta. It is a closed beta right now. You can apply to be a part of it, but Canvas is like game-changing workflow explosion. collaboration fun with all of your friends. It's really good.
Doesn't it feel like the perfect collaboration of analog and digital in a way? Like, I'm very reluctant to be on a lot of the digital things. I am based on because of things that we get to work with or clients.
Yep.
But for myself, I don't use any of these. And to me, this is that way of keeping it. It's almost a real interpretation of that excitement of being on a critique wall or being in an office with other people. The way they showed it on the presentation was just wonderful.
Yeah.
So I get this. I think this is going to be wonderful.
Yep, and we're about to get so many people banned. Wade, I'm so sorry. I think that it's like a rule that you're not allowed to swear in chat, and so I'm so sorry that I asked you all to swear in chat, and Wade is probably get so many notifications, and he's having to like reverse ban everyone. And yes, thank you. Wade has the link there if you want to sign up for the beta. Go ahead and do that.
Excellent. Yeah,
it's amazing. It's awesome, and it's all about collaboration. We also have a lot of other tools with libraries and spaces and teams. Like everything is just getting better and better. So it's going to be a great time. All right, Nick, there's another thing that went into closed beta that you can apply for, and that is a very, very big special announcement. Illustrator, but specifically in a different place. Where's Illustrator living now?
It's going to be living on web as well, so through your browser. And again, it's a very limited version of it. It's meant for quick edits and things like that. But that's also able to be signed up for as well. Did you get to try that?
No.
Okay, and I know they showed it, which was great. And again, too, I think it sounds like it's. In fact, I would think Photoshop's a harder app to kind of make that leap to web because of how deep that program can go. But it'll be so neat to have Illustrator for those same reasons, particularly if you are at a spot where there isn't a computer that hasn't been updated to the latest. You've got it through your web browser.
Yep.
I'm excited to try it. Yeah,
absolutely. And speaking of Illustrator on web, Illustrator on desktop and iPad got some huge updates. The big update for iPad was that it got blends, which is a huge deal. I've been waiting for blends forever.
Good. Yeah.
And my number one thing from the entirety of Max, vectorize on iPad. You can now use, like we had image trace on desktop, it's called vectorize now, and you can do that on your iPad, and that's all that I want because there's so many times
the camera too, which is like that's the way, that's the input, right? That's incredible.
There's so many times that I take pictures of like type on the streets or like a cool sign, and I just want those letters for something, or I want them as like a model for another letter that I'm going to build, and now I can just have those. And Thabot is saying, what's the difference between beta and pre-release? Do you know the answer to that, Nick?
I'm gonna assume beta is basically more in the testing zone for feedback, whereas pre-release, it's probably pretty solid and just signing up for it, right?
Yes, that is the answer. Yeah. Gotcha. So beta, they're still working on it. Pre-release is like, I think that it's pretty much almost done. They're just getting some feedback. I think that that's the difference between those two. And yes, Wade is on it with the links. I didn't even have to ask him this time. The Illustrator web beta is up as well. But
quickest link in the West, right?
Quickest link in the West. Deputy Wade. Wade has been deputy before when we did the daily creative challenges. He has been deputy, and he also has been when I was the investigator. He was oh gosh, I forgot what we called him. If anyone, Wade, if you can remember what the nickname was, it was great. So put that in chat. All right.
Great. That's great.
On Illustrator Desktop, we also got some new features. What happened in Illustrator Desktop, Nick? This is like your zone.
Yeah, man. I think they just should have called it Make It Pop, because this 3D control has gotten to a whole new level with what you can do in Illustrator. And I love this idea too, because it's almost blending the world of Dimension into Illustrator in a unique way. I've been playing around with it a little bit, a few hours, and what I love is the control and the flexibility of it feel much more, and I think we even saw this with the last year. Apps are becoming so much more easy to understand and use based on, I think, user interface and what we see on iPad. So when Illustrator first showed up on iPad, I think there were some really cool things that we were like, why isn't that in the desktop version? The way you can control things. So I love that they brought that in there. It's simple to understand. So mess around with it. If you guys haven't updated the new Illustrator, it's such a ball. I think a few people put in some 3D in Discord as well. So there's just some great new dimension in what used to be a very flat app, right?
Yep. And I'm going to go ahead and
Dr. Wadeson.
Show some stuff. Yes, that's right. Yes, Wadeson. Because I was, what's his face? The other guy. Who's the investigator guy? Sherlock Holmes. That's what it was. Sherlock Holmes, I think is what we were saying.
Oh, wonderful.
All right, so I'm going to hop over here, and I'm an Illustrator. We got a nice little office hours logo graphic, and I just want to show off some of these 3D things. If the stream gets a little wonky, it's because I'm trying to do 3D while I stream.
Yeah.
So we can go to 3D materials and click on extrude and bevel, and check this out. Immediately, it's going to pull that out, and now we have some awesome 3D looking. So you can see it's a little rough, but the reason that it's looking a little rough is because I actually have the settings turned all the way down. I could turn these settings up, and they would look better, so we're going to try it. Good luck, everyone. Hold on.
Here we go.
All right, we're thinking about it. Going to high quality. Oh boy, I can hear my computer screaming.
No
render.
worries. Let's see how it's looking.
All right, good luck, stream.
Betty, if you just go to the Creative Cloud app and go to your Illustrator and update, it will take you to the latest version, which has this.
Yes.
I'm not exactly sure what the final number was on this, but it will be the latest version within the Creative Cloud app.
Yep. So the great thing too here is we can use that extrude, kind of give it a little bit of dimension, but we also can change the lighting here. So maybe we want the lighting to be a little more diffused, like it's coming on from the front. And there we go. We have some diffuse lighting. Or maybe we want it hitting really, really hard from the right. And there we go. Now we've got that hard light coming from the right. That looks good. And we want to also add some shadows. We can click and enable some shadows here.
Yeah.
Rendering. And now we've got that hard shadow on the wall. That looks good. All right, I'm going to move.
I love that.
I want the light to be a little bit higher, kind of coming down from an angle. And so what I can do is I'm going to go down here in the shadows. We're going to change the lighting. Rotation height. That's what I want. I want it to be a little bit higher. Let's see if it renders that for us. There we go.
Nice. Look at that. And it's so interesting to be in Illustrator for this stuff and seeing how it works. It's just crazy, right?
Yes. Oh, wow. That's looking good.
That's really something else. Look at that. Unbelievable.
There we go. Take the intensity down.
I'm going to try something and send you a file because I saw something else that I thought was really, really neat. All right, let's see. I'm going to save something and send it your way.
Look at this. Look at it.
Look at it.
Look at it.
Look at it.
That's crazy. And it also will upgrade with, like, if we did something at 300 DPI, and this might be a bad idea, but we're going to try it. If we bring it over here into a document that's 300 DPI, I believe that it will actually render this a little more deeply. So that it will get a little bit more of that shadow. It'll get a little bit more kind of refined as it pulls it over here.
Yeah. Let's see. I think you could send an AI file over the webs of, yeah, there it is. I just sent you an AI file. I wanted you to try something really cool for everybody and show you something else in 3D that was really neat.
Coll. We'll give it a shot once we get there.
Oh, there you go. You're still
over here. I know, right?
Cool.
And
Love
Nick,
that.
While we wait for these files to come through, do you want to talk about some of the stuff that happened this week in our Discord?
Yeah. We had AMAs, which were great. We had great one-on-ones. Students were interviewing some of the people right off of their keynote stage. I believe we recorded them, but it hasn't been decided on where they are going to live just yet, right?
Yes, they do exist in a place. We don't know what place they are going to exist in is the answer.
They're somewhere in the Creative Cloud. We just haven't assigned them an address just yet. So that's happening. That should be out as well too. And great networking. The whole About Me, or where everyone said kind of like, introduce yourself. I could not believe every time I checked it, there were at least 20 or 30 new folks in there as well. So what a cool community to be a part of. That was great. All right.
So
wonderful.
This is my favorite thing to do, Nick. We talked about this a little bit, is making vases and bottles using Revolve in 3D.
Isn't this great?
So we're gonna
give it a fill and no line.
All right.
So give it any color. You could do the same color. You can do a different color
orange
for the top and the bottom.
I did the wrong thing.
And then take off the strokes. Correct. There you go.
We'll get little Halloween colors.
There you go. Take that stroke off.
All right.
And then select them both and group it. And now you're going to go into the 3D section there. And I believe it is yeah, there we go. And then you're going to hit that one. So that one's, look at that. It's a Lego.
Look at it.
So it's literally taking what you did and rotating it on an axis. And I mean, if you need a quick little rendering for an idea or a concept or a shape. Are you kidding me with this? This is incredible.
This is really good.
Isn't that great? Love that idea. And then go to surfaces, and you can bring in some of those. There you go. Put in the concrete, put in the marble. Click on one of those and it will literally change.
Yes, this is a new thing that just came, is we now have substance materials in Illustrator for 3D. Now we have a sandcastle.
There you go.
Oh, let's make it gold.
Ooh, get it gold. Get it gold. What?
Ooh.
Ooh, you know what I like about this too, dude? You can almost like, and then expand that. That's an instant fill for anything you're doing in Illustrator where you're trying to make gold or silvers. You know how oh, look at that. Come on. Are you kidding me?
It's pretty good.
Oh, look at that diamond plate. I love it.
It's pretty good.
So if you, again, quick little renderings, if you need to do something fast to show off an idea that's of 3D concept. I know in some cases, if we are doing custom bottles with a client, and then instead of going in and actually doing like all that spec work, just do something quick like this, and you get a great visual that they could see. It's really unbelievable.
Man, this is incredible. So if you haven't played with it, look at this. I mean, it's yeah, it's great. So go in, play around with some of those 3D features in Illustrator. It is probably my favorite thing, especially with the materials integrated in there. It just makes everything look so polished.
Yeah. So that you mentioned too, how do you know which axis to rotate it around? That's a good question. I'm assuming when I saw this, I just copied what someone had done in a live tutorial where they built kind of like half of the cap, half of that.
I can show the answer to that. What was the question?
How does it know which axle or which axis to rotate around?
Oh, you can designate
the flat
it.
one?
Yep, no, I got you. So check this out.
Because we didn't do that, but I'm curious how that works.
So if we select it and then we go to object and do revolve, down here at the bottom, wait for it.
Oh, you can change it.
Oh, I didn't group it. Hold on, let me group it.
Oh, there you go. It's probably gonna look really funky, isn't it?
There we go. So you can see right here, offset direction from left edge. So it's getting the left edge there. So if we do right edge, it's going to look different because it's just doing like right here.
Yeah, it's just doing the inner version of it. You can't see. Oh, that's fantastic.
Yeah, and so you can offset how far it goes out as well. This is really great for like making a donut. So if you ever want to make a donut, literally just make a circle.
Yeah.
And then you revolve it. And then you can offset it and it will make that like a larger donut.
There you go.
You also have live controls now to where we can grab this and like drag down and we can live control which way it's going.
Yeah. Oh my gosh. Oh, so there you go. It's literally dimension now in Illustrator. Gareth, you mentioned too, touch the plus button to add and load your own material and free ones that are also as far as available. But what I love doing is use capture if you need to find, look at that, that's beautiful.
Yep, you can add new materials right there.
A custom shape, or let's say there's a texture that you found out and about, shoot it with capture on your phone, add it as a material in your library, and it will show up in this as well.
Yep.
Oh my gosh, look at that, that's pretty crazy.
Look at that.
Unbelievable.
Unbelievable.
Look at, you're a 3D master now, Andrew.
I am 3D. 3D is me, and I am 3D. I am one with
now
the 3D.
All I gotta do is make simple motion in Illustrator, and that'll be like the best of both worlds.
Well, you know what got simple motion? Fresco.
Yes, exactly.
Fresco got frame by frame animation. If you guys haven't seen this, so Fresco got frame by frame animation. I'm gonna look up the GIF that they had because they have a really, really great GIF.
Oh, with the kid kind of catching butterflies?
Yes. I'm trying to find the
yes, capture does
blog.
work great for wood bark and textures, moss, things like that. That's really cool.
This is what happens when I try to go off book. I find okay. I know it's in this blog right there. Look at this.
Interesting.
So it's basically doing frame by frame, going through and making that GIF, which is just.
Can you stop on one? I'm just curious to see like how, or go frame by frame.
I cannot.
Oh, this is an animation. This is a movie.
Yes,
gotcha.
This is a GIF.
A video. It's called. This is a moving motion picture.
Yes, but it is. It looks like it is literally frame by frame, doing that. And it looks like you can also animate on path, so you can move something on a path, which is, I'm guessing, what these lightning bugs are doing.
Yes.
So
you can also choose to send Fresco files to either your desktop or your iPad now. Correct.
Yes.
Yeah. One thing I love is Fresco to me has become the game changer, because if I'm doing anything by hand, I'm usually right in front of my computer. And if I do something in vector brushes and you hit one button says send to Illustrator, and next thing you know on your desktop, you have that vector file. To me, that just takes out all the middleman of exporting, opening, saving as a PDF. You name it. I love that kind of idea.
Oh,
great.
Yeah. All right. So we also have some more quotes that we want to talk about. Nick, do you want to cover these quotes as we continue on here?
Yeah, I love this one. Get out there, be curious, be compassionate, feel something, and let the world guide you. There's a nice one. Like, just almost like go on autopilot. Let whatever is ahead of you kind of navigate. Do we do that enough? Maybe not, you know?
Yep. And then your guy, this is your guy, right? Jose Andres, the guy that you love?
Oh,
I'll let you read it, Nick. You can talk about it.
He's like my hero. I love this dude. Once you realize your expertise can help, don't hesitate. Go. Don't worry about failure. The simple thing is that you are trying. You are already doing more than anyone else around you. This guy is the most incredible philanthropist and entrepreneurial and humanitarian. What he does, I think he said he's served now something like 7 million meals based on hurricane relief and all these things. And he just went without any resource and found it when he went to all these different countries. And people just have now gravitated to him because he's this like hub of help. And it's just so cool to hear what this guy's doing. And he's just a chef, you know?
He's just a chef,
Crazy.
A chef guy.
Just a chef.
Yep. And yes, I believe that Wade just posted that he had created something with the animations in Fresco, and I want to show that because I saw it. Look at this.
What?
Right? It looks like it has that hand. I mean, I'm sure it's hand drawn, but you can go frame by frame.
Oh, wait, that's pretty killer, dude.
Right?
That's awesome.
Happy Halloween, everyone.
I like even when it's still, you still got this like kind of like vibration in it, and I'm assuming that's
they call that sizzle.
Sizzle. I love that. Good job, dude.
Yeah, so everyone go follow Wade on Instagram. He's doing great stuff, showing you all the newest features of Fresco.
Yeah. Oh, thanks for posting this as well. Have you seen all the amazing stuff that you could now do in Aero, like add animation sequences and stuff, including MP4? I'm going to check that out because I was just getting into that when we did it during Adobe Abroad. And I really want to get back in. I haven't opened up Aero in quite a while, so I'm anxious to see what's new there as well. That's great.
Yep. And with our last couple of minutes, I want to show you all something that is for you. It is something for you, for me, for all of us. And that's Behance. Behance has a bunch of updates. And these updates are added to your profile. And Nick, I know you're playing around with them a little bit.
Yeah.
What were you playing around with? What are some of the features that are here in Behance now?
So I set up the subscription thing, which is cool. And what you do is it kind of attaches to a Stripe account, and you can now start charging for lessons, for streams, and people can kind of donate to you as well and kind of help you out as a little side hustle, which is kind of cool.
Yes.
And then I'm still working out the live streaming thing to do. I've done it from the iPad a few times on Fresco, which is like flawless. I mean, how that does it and films you at the same time is pretty killer. So look at all this great stuff. And what's the other one? Hire Me as well.
Yes, a button to add that's Hire Me. Yes, Wade, drop your own links. Thank you. Wade is so used to dropping our links that I'm glad someone in chat asked. Go follow Wade, everyone. He dropped the Wade link. So the thing that I want to show is a subscriber area. And you know what? You know who's actually going to be a better example of this? Our friend Wade. So Wade has a subscriber area, I believe. Let's go ahead and grab his profile real quick so we can show you. So Wade has a subscriber area, and in here, you can get all kinds of premium content. So he's got device backgrounds, a wire and rope brush pack. And so this is an example of what you can get if you subscribe to your favorite creators. You can get some awesome resources from them, which is just super fun. So support your favorite creators. And then you also have NFTs now. NFTs that are in your wallet are now on your Behance profile, so you can see what you're collecting, all that stuff. You can also do content authenticity through Photoshop now as well, which is awesome. And so my NFTs, I have one of these woody creatures that I have as an NFT. It's in my wallet and it is integrated fully into my Behance so people can see the collection. of the NFTs that I have, which is really cool to kind of check out what's going on, because NFTs are a hot thing right now. It's a hot thing for art.
Hot.
Hot.
That's
all right,
great.
Nick, we got about 5 minutes left, and I want to go into our
we got?
Discord. And if any of you have done the full checklist, let us know in there. And if any of you would like to come on and tell us about your experience, jump on. We have about 5 minutes left. I believe that we had 1 or 2 people who had messaged me that wanted to. And if you want to, go ahead and let Elizabeth know in the classroom chat right over here. So you can see discord.gg/ACC. Join that classroom chat audio channel. And if you want to come on the show right now and tell us about your Max experience, let us know. And Elizabeth, send me a message if anyone says that they want to.
Very cool.
And yes, I do have NFTs. That is not my NFT. I have an NFT that is out there somewhere. That is a collection that I have. I've collected an NFT.
Can I ask a question? So
yes.
If you have one in your wallet, it means you've either purchased it or you own it. But then if you make one, would you still have it in your gallery on the Behance area as well?
So I think that
it wouldn't be the actual NFT because someone else owns it, right?
I don't know the answer, but I do know that in Photoshop there are now means to be able to attach your metadata to that actual image, so that as it goes through the blockchain and as the NFT exists, your metadata and your information is linked through Photoshop, integrated into the file, into that NFT. So I know that that's a technology that happens, and I don't know what it's. I mean, it's pulling from my wallet on Behance, so I'm guessing if it existed or I owned it, it's showing me what I owned in there.
Gotcha. Okay, that makes sense.
All right, and Elizabeth, our friend from Discord, has posted in Discord. Let's talk about some favorite memories. So telling Lauren Home I'm doing a paper and presentation on her for a class, and she responded and then was flattered. So hyped.
That's great.
Yes, Lauren is awesome. Yes, Lauren is the
You're doing a paper about her, Elizabeth? Is that what she said?
Yes.
Oh, wonderful. Try to get a quote from her now that she knows your name.
Yes.
You know?
Yes.
There you go. Get a little interview.
Do it.
Why not?
Interview. Secret interview.
Secret interview.
All right. So with the last couple of minutes here, Nick, we've got about 2 or 3 minutes left. Do we want to do one more giveaway? We do have a lot of... we're doing a ton of giveaways, but let's go ahead and do one more giveaway. And what I want to see is I want to see everyone, post in the Back to School channel right here, right there. Yes. You need to go over to Discord, post into the Back to School channel, post your favorite Max memory. Favorite Max memory. It can be absolutely anything. We've got 2 minutes that we're going to keep this open, and we'll be doing a giveaway. But you need to be posting in Discord, and we'll be reading those out. And it looks like Steve says, also the new Photoshop, a new way to check who made an image. Also a way to log in your own credentials to an image. Yes, absolutely.
Wow, I love that idea. And that doesn't have to be just NFT, right? I mean, that just could be in a way for copyright or to just document your name to the actual file.
Metadata.
Correct? There you go.
Metadata.
Metadata.
It's just a little bit of metadata.
Pretty metadata.
It's pretty metadata. And Andre is saying InDesign. Yes, there were some improvements to InDesign.
You're going after Hawk there. Come on.
InDesign's my heart. Katarina won a Creative Cloud sub. Ooh, says Puppy Cam. That's the correct answer. The Puppy Cam's the best part. All right, so we're going to go ahead and give away some stuff to Andrew. If you want to send me a DM right here on Discord, and then, if you want to send me a DM here on Discord as well, do that. And Nick, let's talk out some of these other ones. Zoe's saying the AR tutorial with Illustrator. Did you catch any of that?
Yeah, well, definitely. And he's going to be doing it with my class next week, which is, I'm so excited. Yeah. So I get to see it again. That was great.
That's awesome. Telling Lauren Home, 3D and Illustrator, I agree. Adobe Stock. Oh, Adobe Stock. Yes, there was a diversity initiative that happened with Adobe Stock. Did you watch that panel at all?
No, I did not.
Yeah,
but
so
they're
basically establishing a fund to help improve diversity in Adobe Stock. And just like they had the creative, Creative Residency Fund, and then they did another fund for something that like Adobe is investing back into the community, which I love. And so we're diversifying
funds on funds.
We're getting stock going. So with that, that's our Max recap for today. Have a great Halloween, everyone. Post pictures, tag Nick and I. We love costumes. And yeah, other than that, have a great weekend. We will see you next week for the season premiere. Nick, what's happening our season premiere?
Off the record. We'll leave you with that.
Yes. All right. We'll see you next week, everyone. Have a great week.
Have a great weekend.
We'll see you later.